Welcome to the Brandon Rafi podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Brandon Rafi podcast. I'm your host, Hector Sanchez, and today I have my guest, Sienna.
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited. Are you?
No,
Okay.
100%. My bad. I just got back from Denver, so...
I know you seem very stoic.
No, I was putting on a face the whole time in Denver.
Okay, can you redo my intro, please? I need more hype.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Brandon Rafi podcast. I'm your host, Hector Sanchez, and we have our wonderful guest today, Sienna.
Yay!
How are you doing, Sienna?
Woo!
But how are you feeling today?
No, I'm good. I'm excited. I've never been in this studio before, so this is cool. Yeah.
Well, welcome. I know I've been to your guys' studio.
Yeah, you watched us film a podcast.
Yeah, and that was sick.
Yeah. I don't know how different this will be because when we shoot our Aftermess podcast, we just let things fly, cuss words. We talk about, bedroom things and stuff like that. So we'll see where we get.
When do you guys post them? Is it like every week? Or
Yeah. So we'll shoot them on Thursdays the week before, and then they drop Mondays at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, that following week.
Got it. Okay. Well, we're kind of jumping ahead, but if you want to let the audience know a little bit about yourself and what do you do, please do so.
Do I break the fourth wall? Do I look in the camera? Do I look at you? I don't know.
Whatever you want to do. We're going to make Logan work today. So.
Okay, perfect. Well, I guess I'll just look at you because we're conversating.
Yeah, no,
but I work for Live 115. I'm on the Morning Mess. It is a morning show here in Phoenix, which is on from 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm pushing my third year in radio come August, so I'm very excited about that. I also do in-game hosting for the D-backs. So those are my two main gigs right now. But my main focus is obviously radio. And so still working at that. I feel like I'm still a rookie, but I'm not. It's the weirdest thing ever, as well as D-backs, because I started both those things the same year. But yeah, that's what I have going on as of right now. So it's been fun so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
What made you want to get into radio, or how did that come about?
What's funny is people ask me that, and I had no idea I was going to get into radio. It just kind of happened that way. I've always wanted to be in the entertainment business. Okay. My goal was E-News. I don't know if you know what E-News is, but it's just like entertainment news, and they would cover red carpets, the Grammys, VMAs, all those things, and that's what I want to do. Still want to do. I'd be down. Call me for a red carpet to cover. But that was the goal. And I've always loved pop culture growing up. I would always have the teeny bopper magazines and everything. So I didn't know how I was going to get into it, but it worked out to where I used to work for the Arizona Coyotes. I was a cheerleader for them, and they're not here anymore, RIP. And I had a friend who was like, hey, I saw you host a game because our main host was out of town. She's like, do you want to do spring training? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do spring training for the D-backs. So that year of March 2023, I do spring training, I get some reps. And then I get a call from that same friend who was running the spring training over there and was like, hey, the host at D-backs is actually having a kid, and we think he's going to be gone for a couple months. You've been with the D-backs since 2017 at that point. People kind of know your face. I used to be a rally back, one of the girls that throw T-shirts. I used to be a cashier. That's actually how I started. I started in the team shop as a cashier, auditioned for rally backs, and then made my way up to in-game hosting. Wow. And she was like, hey, he's going to have a baby. Do you want to step in and co-host with the other host? And I was like, hell yeah. So I said yes to that. And I was getting my reps in as a rookie alongside my two co-hosts, who at that point, I think were doing it for 17 years. They're very blessed to have the job that they have for so long. And when my co-host Joey Boy came back from Chicago, because that's where he was for, I believe, a year and a half, however long, he needed a new show because his former show didn't follow him back to Phoenix. And little did I know, he was going through Instagram and he had screenshotted my photo from my Instagram profile, and he knows my co-host. And so he was like, who's this girl that kind of looks like so-and-so? And I was like, oh, okay. So he was like looking for me. And I remember I was working my part-time job at the time, and my boss, to this day, I still remember, I was sitting at the end of my bed giving a presentation. I was working for the show Big Brother. I'm not sure if you know what that is, but it's like a reality TV show. And I was giving a presentation for like social stuff.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was my part-time job. I was actually working social media for a company that's out in LA, so I was able to work from home.
Okay.
And I remember getting a text like, hey, I'm with Odyssey. I was wondering if you had a time for a phone call. And I was like, yeah, sure. Calls me, asks me if I could cut some breaks. And I'm like, I don't know what that means, but I was like, I'm there. I'll do it. Sure. Yeah. And cut breaks is pretty much just like record something with Joey and JD at the time. And came in and we went to lunch maybe a week later. And then my boss calls me. I'm sitting in a Target parking lot and I'm like, hi. And he's like, hey, just want to let you know, this is where we're offering you the job. And boom, my life changed within like 2 weeks. I know that was like a long-winded story, but that was pretty much the timeline leading up to radio. So when people ask me, what made you want to get into radio? Not that I didn't love it or respect it, but it wasn't like I'm getting into radio. You know, like Joey Boy lives and breathes radio. He knew. Yes, I feel like that's kind of what it was. It found me, it chose me, and now I'm just like, all right, I gotta respect the game and do the best I can at it because I was the rookie. I didn't know anything about it. So it was pretty fun. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like when I watch everything that you guys do, you look like a pro.
Oh, thank you.
So it doesn't seem like you're a rookie.
I mean, with this podcast, you're the one running it. You're the one interviewing. And I feel like for me, interviewing is scary because you have to keep the conversation going and you have to listen to the person you're interviewing. So when you started doing this, were you nervous or are you just like, these are my friends. Like, I know I'll be able to carry a conversation.
No, I get nervous here and there, but I feel like once I get in here and, you know, shout out to my guy, PK, producer Kyle, he makes it more comfortable. But no, yeah, I mean, I get nervous here and there, but like, I feel like once you get in here and you're just chopping it up, it just flows easily. And I know you said that a lot of people that I do interview, I do know, but there's been a couple that I didn't know. Like, I didn't know Joey that well until we really sat down.
Oh, really?
And like, we knew each other, but like, when we would go to like a game, like, we would just say, yo, what's up? And then like, he would go over there, we'd go over here. But I feel like when we really sat down, and I actually did a pre-interview with him because I was like, you know, I want to make sure it goes well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I feel like we got closer and we got to know each other better. So yeah, no, it's a little nerve-wracking, but nothing too crazy. I feel like now it's just kind of more like here and there.
Yeah, it's just like a conversation with your friends. Yeah. But it's a little different too when you like have people come in that you know nothing about, or if they're like a celebrity and it's just like, oh, I want this to go well. I don't want any dead air. I don't want the conversation to die. So that's the things I think about. I'm like, I got to keep it going. You know what I mean? But
no, and when you guys had your live downtown that I went to, I was like, in my mind, I'm like, how are you guys not nervous? Because I'm like, it's one thing doing it, you know, obviously recorded, but like live in front of people, it's a little crazier. But then also I'm like, it's cool how you guys were like interacting with the crowd.
Yeah. That's our main thing is we want to make people feel part of the show. Our After Mess live podcast, we do live shows. And so for us, at least me personally, I can't see beyond the lights. So I'm just like,
I know. I was watching you doing this. You're like, who's over there?
I know, right? Like you can't see. You just see like figures moving. And so I'm like, I can't really see unless it's like my mom or something. I'm like, I know that's my mom. But other than that, I really can't see past the lights. So for me, it's not as nerve wracking. But no, we like to keep the crowd involved because, I mean, as much as we like to go up there and talk and we get paid to yap for a living, we want people to be a part of it too, because if people don't listen to our show, we don't have a show, you know? And that sounds so like cliche to say, but it's so true.
100%.
So that's why we want, you know, we have people with, I can't take credit. Joey gives these morning messengers, as we call them, nicknames. We have one named Thick Chonies, Stalker Rachel. So we just have different nicknames for our fans. And, we want to value that relationship and make them feel like they're part of the show because they are. So that's the fun part about our podcast.
Yeah, I know. When I went and I saw that, I'm like, dude, you guys have like some hardcore fans.
Yeah.
I was waiting in line, trying to get a picture with Sienna, and they're like, "Why are you waiting?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I wanted to feel a part of the unit. Like it was crazy."
I know, it's still surreal. I don't know if you talked about it with Joey. I'm sure, in a sense, not maybe used to it because it feels different or new each time. But he's been around for 25 years in the Valley. But for me, it's just like, you listen to me? Like when I talk on the radio, I feel like it just goes into an abyss. Like no one listens to it and it's just like whatever. And then when I see people at D-backs games or at the grocery store, they come up to me and they say hi or whatever. And then they say something from my life that I'm like, oh, shoot, I did share that. Or like, I don't even remember saying that type thing.
Yeah.
So it's still surreal that you let people into your lives and they actually listen. So I'm like, oh, that's the part that's crazy to me.
It's funny because that actually happened to me this weekend when I went to Colorado. Someone came up to me and they were talking about the podcast.
Yeah.
And they had said something and I was like, I can't remember that. But in my mind, I'm like, damn, there's actually someone watching, you know? I'm like,
right.
But yeah, like just how you're saying, like it just goes into the abyss. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that, of course, Mr. Rafi, people are watching this. But no, it's insane.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I wanted to ask you, when did the whole rivalry start with you and JD? I know
gosh.
it's always crazy, and you guys are going back and forth. When did that start?
It's so funny because me and JD have the biggest big brother, little sister energy. Like, it's the easiest work relationship I could have because I could tell JD when he's like I could tell him if he's like genuinely pissing me off. I'll be like, hey, stop. Or him and I can just roast each other. But it's funny because we're somehow like connected through, I don't know, like everyone knows everyone here in Phoenix, but JD was actually really good friends with my cousin, DJ Chris Villa. And they had a show together on the station I'm on now, Live 115. And then I think JD even emceed their wedding and whatever. So I've known of JD for a long time, but didn't really know him or never really met him. And then when I first started in-game hosting, my co-host was like, oh, hey, my friend's back from Boston because he was living in Boston. He had just come back. Let's go say hi to him. And we go. And I was like, oh, I know of you. And we just started talking. And then I had checked my phone. I don't know if he'll remember this, but I checked my phone and he was like, dang, you can't even hold the conversation. You have to check your phone already. And I was like, hey, mind your business. And so and I barely met him right there. So we had already started bickering. And then maybe 2 weeks later is when I went into audition for the show. I roasted him in my audition. And then I got the job. So
They're
it works out.
Yep, hire her.
So thanks, JD, for being the most roastable person to walk this earth because it got me a gig.
Yeah, it's comedy when you guys roast each other, especially live. Like the dynamic is like insane.
Yeah, and it's so funny because we'll just like roll our eyes at each other. He'll just be like, all right, that's enough if I'm like going too hard. Or when we play Did Y'all Know, a trivia game we play on air. If he wins, he's so annoying when he wins. He's so annoying. But if I win, then obviously I rub it in his face too. But he's way more competitive than I am. Like, I'll forget about it in like 2 seconds. I'll be like, yeah, I won. All right, what's next? Him, he's like just rubbing it in my face. But no, it's just all playful. It's literally brother-sister relationship. The other day he pissed me off. I was like, JD, I'm going to hit you. I was like, please just listen. Yeah. But it's literally no hard feelings.
I was going to ask you who your favorite coworker is, but I can tell who it is. Joey.
Oh, I was going to say, do you think I'm going to say JD? No, I'm kidding.
I was like, Joey. I was like, that's what I was like, I'm going to ask you, but no, I already know Joey.
No, Joey's very entertaining. Even today, we were just in the studio and he heard this song, and that freaking song, he just keeps playing it over and over. The random things he does is so funny. It makes me laugh. He's fun to learn from and then fun to work with. He has his, he has to be Joey boy where he's like, hey, the show needs to be this, this, and this, which I get. He's running a show. He has the experience that I need to learn from. Yeah. But then at the end of the day, it's like, we just all have a good time in that little itty bitty studio that you saw us in. So yeah. It's just all fun.
It's crazy seeing the behind the scenes and like all the pre-work that you guys do. But yeah, no, it was insane being in there and just learning from you guys, which I want to go again.
Yeah, come by.
And probably chill for like half a day.
Yeah, no, do it. Just like sit there and you'll hear all our banter. I mean, it's funny because when I first started radio, I remember Joey's old co-host, she was the youngest. Yeah, she was the youngest on his show. And I remember like, oh, I want her job. I just want to like go in and be on the radio. I mean, manifested, kind of got it. And it's not just walking in and talking into a mic and looking pretty. It really isn't. And with the way, with our 3-person show, we're producing our own show. We do like at least the easy things on digital of whether it's like a TikTok trend or something, we'll put those up. So we'll cut up podcast clips. So we're kind of running our own show here. So it's a lot of work without a producer. But it's not just, let's go talk into a mic about, zodiac signs. It's like you have to brainstorm things. You have to make sure people care about what we're talking about. Is it salacious, Joey's favorite word? It's all these things that take a lot of brain power. And you learn your like strengths and weaknesses with it too. So it's cool.
I know I saw you guys' layout. I don't want to, release the info that I saw. No, but I'm like, the way that you guys do things, I'm like, man, this is crazy. It's like a well-oiled machine down there.
I mean, it's a whiteboard that we have, and we'll keep track. We have different colored sticky notes of pink is me, yellow is JD, and blue is Joey. So if we talk about Joey's kids,
are we releasing the info? That's what I did not want to do.
It's okay. This is just like our organizational tool, so it's not like anything crazy. But if we talk about Joey, then we'll put a blue sticky note of like, okay, we talked about Joey in our first little break that aired, and then it's like, okay, Sienna, you're up. Or we'll be like, okay, we talked about Taylor Swift at the Knicks game, you know what I mean? So we just try to divvy it up that way to make sure everything's balanced. And it's funny because I'm like, I wonder if people notice, like, oh, they talked
Yeah.
about Joey twice in a row. Oh, they talked about Sienna twice in a row. But for us, it's like, no, we got to keep that on lock. Like we have to make
Yeah.
sure everything's spaced out.
I know it was funny when I went, when you guys were talking about what should we talk on the podcast, and I gave my little input. I was like, okay, they used it. I was like, okay. Man, I should have jumped in and started chopping it up.
You should have been our special guest.
That would have been comedy.
I know.
Maybe sometime in the future. You guys let me know.
Yeah, no,
Because
absolutely.
I do want to get on other people's podcasts. So if you guys want me on your pod, let me know.
Look him now. I just became his agent, so call me.
5% to her, the rest for me.
Yep.
No, we'll give 5% also to Ivan for no reason.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. He's just existing somewhere. I'm over here helping you out. What the hell?
Oh my God. Ivan is her husband, for you guys that don't know, which is one of my really close friends. But no, yeah. It's funny that every time I ask, well, who was it when I was asking, where's Ivan in? It was Celeste.
It was Celeste. Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, why are you asking? I'm like, because that's my friend. What? Like,
Well, you were like the fourth person to ask me, where's Ivan? And mind you guys, we were doing a St. Vincent de Paul, right? And it was a charity give back event. It was what? 1 p.m. I'm like, he works. He has a job
Yeah.
of his own. So it's so funny. Or even during spring training, it would be 11 a.m. and I'm out there hosting and people are like, oh, where's Ivan? It's 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. He's at work. He has his own job. And people are like, oh, he works? Yes, he has his own job.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. The story with you and him, I had no idea for the longest time. You guys knew each other way back when working at Foot Locker. I
Yeah.
thought you guys were just like, oh yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. Like, no, you guys go back like 10 years.
yeah, no, and it's crazy because, like I said, we both got hired on the same day. So they did kind of like a little boot camp in the sense of, like, all right, you guys have to learn this for 2 weeks or whatever. And me and Ivan were going through the little boot camp together.
That's so funny.
We just got super close, and we obviously worked together. I can't, probably for like a year and a half.
Okay.
And then they started switching people around to different stores, but we still kept in touch, and we had mutual, things in common, like sports, shoes,
Yeah.
basic guy stuff. But yeah, no, that's how we got super close.
What was he like when he was, how old were you guys? Like what, 21, 22?
I mean, he was always like a very I saw him as a serious guy, like when we had to be serious, but then
Yeah.
when it was time to have fun, like we would have fun. And that's how I still see him to this day. Like he
Yeah,
would
he still is.
Ivan's like the, they joke around and they're like your unemployed friend on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
He's the employed friend on a Tuesday, like just randomly at a random golf course or at a, chilling with Luis Gonzalez. Like
That's the funniest way. He's like the employed but giving the unemployed friend vibes. That's so funny.
It's insane. And then he'll randomly hit me up like, hey, you want to golf tomorrow? And I'm like, dude, you got to give me like 3 days in advance, bro. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, he's very spontaneous like that. He'll just try to like be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all right,
He's like, let's go to Mexico this weekend. And I'm like, bro, give me a month. I'm like,
You're like, I have a kid.
yeah. I'm like, give me a month in advance. But nah, yeah, he's definitely that guy.
Yeah, I can rely on him.
To answer your question, that's why I say, like, when he's serious, you're in that serious state. We were serious, but when it was time to have fun, we did.
Okay, good
So
to know.
that's how he was.
Dang, I was trying to get him caught up in any tea that you had on him before I knew him,
I don't
but
think I have any tea.
it's a good friend, Ivan. You have a good friend here.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
he's always been, a good person just to even chop it up with. Like, we probably had hella lunches together. And at the time he was going to college and I was dropping out. So it was like me seeing what he's doing versus what I was doing. But yeah, no.
Yeah, you saw pre-beard Ivan. You saw baby face Ivan. Well, when we first started dating, he didn't have a beard. But yeah, that's when you knew him. So that's a whole other era.
Yeah, no, he was dope.
Yeah.
He still is.
He still is. He's aight.
Yeah. No, and man, I'm trying to think of a time that we got in trouble, but I can't think of anything. That's what, 'cause
I thought
I'm
you
trying to
said
like
you
give you
did.
some tea,
Yeah.
but like I can't.
Ah, damn. How dare he be a good guy and a good
Yeah.
employee?
I can't remember at all.
Damn, I was really hoping.
But what I do remember is we had another friend that worked with us, and he would always like argue with the clients or the customers coming in and talking about sports. So we would have to like, chill out, dude.
Dang,
Because he's like
you're-
a big 49ers fan. So they would like, he would get in arguments over football with customers coming in. And me and Ivan would be like, we had the little walkies. And we're like,
Yeah.
all right, we got to separate this one. Something like that.
The hell?
Yeah, it was It was crazy, and the customers wouldn't even say anything either.
That's they're just like, bro, I want shoes.
No, they were legit like talking shit back and forth. Like they wanted to continue to argue, so we would like separate. You know, it's crazy. We had some crazy clients over
That's awesome. I love that so much.
Yeah, and the cool part is that we had a lot of returning clients because we worked in Scottsdale. So there was a lot of people that would come in and buy shoes for their kids, you know, every other week for no reason because they got a hoop tournament or whatever the case was. And yeah, me and Ivan were learning everything about random shoes.
Yeah, and that's why I get all these shoes now because he just buys them for me. I just wear them. And I'm just like, I define them by their colors. I'm like, oh, the yellow chunky ones. And he's like, oh, the Travis Scott Air, what are the like Air Maxes or what are they called? Whatever the hell. And I'm like, yeah, those. And I'm just like, I have no idea. I just wear them. You buy them. Thank you. So.
Yeah. No, Ivan, I mean, I remember even when we started working and we started learning, I think we probably spent half of our checks on like shoes.
That's wild.
Until we're like, all right, this is probably not good.
Like, this is a problem.
Yeah. I think we started slowing it down, but Ivan was buying a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that hasn't changed to this day. So we don't have kids, so if that's where his money wants to go to, have at it. But
you need to buy me a pair, Ivan.
He might. If he sees this, he might. So
yeah. Now so going back to your job, what is the closest that you've ever gotten to getting in trouble on air?
Getting in trouble on air?
Like saying something crazy or...
I will say I'm just very lucky that Joey can bleep really fast because I don't think like I've intentionally cussed of like, oh, I let that slip. Like, oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble. It's more of our freestyles and did y'all know where sometimes we just get a little too into the moment. So I'll just be like, I don't know. I'll just be like, drop the F-bomb and be like, F you to JD. And then Joey's like, oh, and then just has to like bleep it. But it hasn't been to where I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get in trouble. Like I did that on accident. Like, you know what I mean? I've trained my brain pretty well to not curse on air. Cause that's what people ask me like, oh my God, how do you not cuss? And I'm like, I just don't. And I don't know if it's because my brain is also trained for D-backs. I know it's a different beast because it's a little more scripted of like, hey, say this and we need to promote this type thing. Whereas radio is more conversational like this. So it's easier to drop an F-bomb or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I guess my brain is just kind of trained really well to not do those things. So haven't gotten in trouble on air yet. So 3 years strong. we're not gonna jinx it.
As I get in trouble, Kyle just looked at me. I was
no,
about to knock on wood. And I moved the whole mic.
I was like, okay, let's knock on wood. I don't have right here, knock on wood.
I think I seen you post like a day in the life when you start off and you start hosting or you start doing the radio and then you go hosting. How does that work? Because it's so hard to record a day in the life. Yeah. How do you do that? Do you just do it on your phone?
Yeah, I just do it on my phone and then I do it in CapCut. But I think you're the one who put me on to edits. Was it you or was it someone else here?
It was probably.
Or was it KG?
Probably Gabe.
It was either KG or you. Maybe, I don't know. KG, you or Gabe. Those are my 3 options because it was definitely at a Rafi event where someone's like, edits is the way to go. So I need to get on that. But yeah, I'll just either record it in TikTok or I do it on my camera roll and I just put it all in there. But the worst part is editing it. I'm sure you know. It's such a bitch.
I'm working on a video right now and I'm like, can someone just take over?
No, literally, I'm like, can I hire someone to do this for me? Because you have to sit there and just like zoom in and make sure everything's like precise. But then I have learned, and I feel like it might be cliche to say because I feel like people say this on TikTok, is where the most random, nonchalant, effortless videos are the ones that go viral. So I have to keep that in mind sometimes of like, this doesn't need to be overly produced. Yeah. Like people just want to see like, oh, you went from your station event of 10:15 to host a D-backs game, and then after the D-backs game you went to the Cardi B concert, and then after the Cardi B concert you went to her after party. Like that's what people want to see, you know. They don't care if like it's perfectly timed out or whatever. So I try to keep that in mind to keep my sanity. But I'm sure you've spent so many hours editing videos and stuff too.
I was literally thinking that right now because I want to drop a video before the end of the day. And I was showing everybody, I'm like, you know what? It doesn't even have to be that cleaned up. I was like, whatever.
I feel like we lack authenticity. Is that how you say it? Authenticity? These days where everyone's just wanting like their video to go viral to where it's so perfect. But it's like, just be you. Throw that shit up. You know, it's fine.
Yeah. And I feel like the audience falls in love more when you're yourself versus like when you're faking it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they grow to like start liking your personality. They start having favorites.
Yeah. Like it's okay to be somewhat polished because I do want to look put together and be put together. But, you know, sometimes I don't know, an eyelash falls on my face and it's like, oh damn, I can't record that, so just keep it in there. Or I don't know, silly things like that where it's like, screw it, just.
Yeah, like I've been around some influencers when they're like, I'm like, something's in your face, and they're like, no, just leave it on there.
Yeah.
Like I want someone to leave a comment and talk shit about me or whatever the case is.
Yeah, like, oh, you have something in your teeth. It's like, oh, well, I can't redo it, so just freaking leave it in there. But yeah, so I feel like the hardest part is just editing. It takes so much time to just sit there on the couch. I'm just like going through it, and I'm like, all right. But then it's worth it once it goes up, because then I watch it over and over. I don't know if you watch your own stuff. Have you seen those like memes or whatever? It's like me watching my own Instagram story. That's what I do.
No, I do, but I don't watch it for too long. I think I watch it like in the beginning. I'm like, all right, cool, nothing's going on.
Do you ever like stalk your own Instagram page? Is this weird? Is this self-absorbed? Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, if someone new followed me, I want to see what they see, and I go through my Instagram page.
I've done it where I randomly get like 5-6 followers in a day.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what are they looking at? So then I'll go on my page and I'm like, oh, okay, like nothing went up or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I've done it before.
Yeah, I do. Every time I get like someone maybe that I somewhat know, and I'm like, oh, they followed me. Okay, I want to see what they see. And I just go through my own Instagram page.
You're like, dope.
Yeah, and then I rewatch my videos and I'm like, oh, good job, sis. Like, way to do that. Or like, oh my God, you're so busy. Like,
yeah, no, it was funny because I was kind of doing that this weekend where I was getting a lot of followers from in Colorado. And I was like, I wonder what they're seeing. So that's what I did. But yeah, no, I don't like to look at myself too long. Because then I'm like, oh, this is kind of lame.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm sick of myself. That's how I feel about like on air stuff or like our podcast. It cringes me out a little bit to like hear myself back on the podcast or whatever. Because even on the podcast, we've done it for 3 years now. And I'm like, why did I say the things I said 3 years ago? 3 years ago, I was just a, bright-eyed 26-year-old wanting to just be on radio. So give me a mic, and I yapped. And I'm like, oh my God, I was not media trained whatsoever. So my digital footprint cooked. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, why did I say some of those things? Or even like some of those things I don't even like have the same stance on anymore. So it's all over the place. But yeah.
Luckily, when I started, working on the podcast, we recorded a bunch off before we posted. But now that I go back and look at those, I'm like, damn, I was lame. I was like, I was not good. But
I'm just like, I don't like watching myself back on the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And even till this day, Ernie asked me, like, did you watch the podcast? And I'm like, well, in the beginning I would. But I'm like, no, bro, I lived it. Like, I'm like, I was the one talking. But what I do like to watch is the clips. Because obviously the clips are clips,
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what I do like to rewatch.
Yeah, I think the most, because we repost our clips too, so I just watch those and I'm like, oh, funny, reposted on my story. But I don't know, my husband watches the whole podcast and I'll come home sometimes and I hear my voice and I'm like, turn it off, please. I know it's an extra view, but please, I can't stand it. I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to hear it. But yeah, so it's cool.
Kyle, how does it feel you watching the podcast? And obviously, you lived it. You're watching them now.
Kyle has a mic.
Testing. Wait. That's hilarious. You hit me with a question. I'm not ready for it.
You gotta, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready, Kyle. Come on.
This is my moment.
This is your moment. Oh, God.
Oh, wait, what was the question?
How does it?
Don't turn to me.
You're crumbling, Kyle. You are crumbling.
Why did you turn to me on the pod?
Clip it. Please
Kyle.
clip this.
So, how does it feel rewatching the podcast after living it?
Oh, it's always good. The clips are where it's at, though.
That's
all you got. That's all you got for us.
A little bit behind the scenes. We set up for the first time. Kyle has a mic, and this is the answer that we get.
And he was fumbling to pick up the mic.
I thought we were prepped, dude. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
I'll think of another question down the line.
Yeah, come on, Kyle. This was your welcome to the show moment. You're pulled up to the big leagues.
I like how Sienna's roasting you, by the way.
Sorry, Kyle.
just throwing shit on you.
I know.
Kicking you while you're down.
And he's not responding either. I'm sorry.
No, it's funny because I see the levels on, but I can't hear. I can hear you guys in the mic, but not. It's a me thing.
It's a you thing. Hopefully, it comes out in the pod. We'll see.
It's all good. What was I talking about?
Way to go, Kyle. You threw off his equilibrium.
Logan's gonna have a crazy job on this one. Which, by the way, there's an infamous Logan that Kyle works with, and we've never seen him.
Wait, really? Because you mentioned his name a couple times. I thought this was like, someone who's in the office and stuff.
So we call him AI.
AI Logan?
And it's funny because a lot of people think that Mr. Rafi's AI, but I'm like, this guy Logan's AI. Logan, you need to come to the next episode, bro.
Yeah, prove yourself. Let's see if you're real. I don't even know you at all, but yeah. So that's so funny.
Now, I bring up Mr. Rafi. When was the first time that you got introduced to like him or the team?
It was very recent. It was our Aftermath podcast. We had him as a special guest. So that was really cool. And with our Aftermath podcast, I know I've already been talking about it, but we do try to book a special guest and keep it a surprise to build the anticipation of like, okay, who are we going to get when we attend the show? And to kick off our first one was Mr. Rafi. And it was funny because everyone thinks he's just this guy on a billboard. They didn't think that he was real, or they just hear the jingle. And it's just like, a face you always see, but never a person.
Yeah.
And so when he came out, it was funny because he came out as dressed as a normal person. When you see him on the billboard at the bus stops, he's in his tie and, he's suited up, and he just came in the hat. He was swagged out in like a hoodie and jeans and stuff. And people were like, holy shit, he's actually real. So it was kind of cool to see people have that moment. Cause I mean, he's been a friend of Joey Boy's for a long time. Joey's like the OG ambassador. But to like officially meet him, shake his hand and be like, thanks for coming to the show, hanging out with us. Like it was back in December? I think it was December.
It was end of November, December.
Yeah, it was around that time. Yeah, I remember it was around the holidays. It's all getting blurred.
I remember walking up with him and I was backstage and we were like just throwing random questions at him so he can be prepared. It was so funny. But that was a really good. I didn't get to enjoy it because I was through the back watching through the TV. But when I went again for another one that you guys did, like being out in the audience, it's sick.
Being able to like interact and stuff. Yeah, Mr. Rafi tried JD 7-layer Jello. Yeah. So that was cool. Have you tried it at all?
No, that's what I was about to say. I need to try it.
Okay.
Or maybe I don't.
No, you can. I think you need to have an opinion for yourself because I want to hate on it just because it's JD. Okay. But it's not horrible. Which isn't the best review you want.
What is it?
It's whenever you have JD on, he'll have to explain it if I get this incorrect.
I might have to just ask him.
Yeah, you might have to ask him, the source himself. But it's 7 layers of Jello, but in between is milk and sour cream. So that's the white layer is sour cream, which is what gets people because you think it's like cream cheese or like Cool Whip. No, it is sour cream. And so it's 7 layers of that. So it's tangy, but still sweet.
Okay.
But it's an interesting taste, but
you
some
might
people
have
love
to
it.
Ask the audience if they ever tried or heard about that.
Yeah, it's a JD thing for sure. I think his grandma used to make it, and then it passed down to his mom, and then he brought it up when we first started as a show, and we were like, what the hell? I was like, make a batch, please bring it, and we'll try it. So I didn't hate it. I did like twitch a little bit, but it's okay. It wasn't as bad as it looked, but you have to try it next time.
Okay.
So
maybe when I do him on the podcast,
yes,
I'll have him.
Well, he makes it around the holidays, so that's kind of what it's for. He makes it for Thanksgiving, but he made an extra batch for Mr. Rafi so we could try it since it was around
You can't
Christmas.
just randomly make it?
He can, but that's like the whole vibe of it is, holidays. So, but I'm sure if you have him on the podcast, he'll make you a special batch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, we're going to have to get that on board.
Have everyone in the office try. I need opinion, make a video. We did, I had a Friendsgiving and I had a confessional and the background was all the 7-layer colors of Jello and everyone gave their opinion on it. And it was great. I think it was 50-50. If anything, it was a little more than that. I feel like a lot of people didn't hate it.
Okay.
That's the consensus. People don't hate it.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's not my dessert. So
but because it's him, you want to hate it.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the given. But
Got it. Got it. Now, I do want to ask you a question. As far as, you obviously you're on radio and everything, but if we were to give you a billboard, where would you want a billboard?
Where? Like what part of town? Oh, I have to go T-Town where I'm from, Tolleson. Right there. Like 83rd Ave and the freeway is where I want mine. Yeah.
83rd Ave. Okay. I-10, obviously.
Do you I-10? Yes. Do you go to that side of town at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I grew up in Tolleson. That's the west side, and I just always claim T-Town. It's funny because I didn't go to school on that side of town. I went to a private school my entire life, and but I mean that's where I grew up for 16 years and then moved out, and so but I always rep.
What would you
Tolleson.
want on the billboard?
Oh. What would I want on the billboard? Definitely
just a picture of you?
Just a picture of me. Make sure my hair is blown out. I need it flowing in the wind. And then, I don't know, maybe like a little catchphrase. Maybe it's my and it's Sienna, because that's what I say on the radio.
Yeah.
They'll be like, Joey Boy, JD, and it's Sienna. So maybe that. But yeah, I don't know. As long as I look pretty, it's okay. Whatever you want.
Maybe we can get a digital one going over there.
Yeah. Can we AI something? Can we put something together?
Yeah.
I would love that. Please. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would live my Brandon Rafi dreams and then just a billboard right there. Maybe I compete with him wherever he has one. Put one right next to me, right next to him.
I'll tell him. See what we can do.
People are gonna be like, "Who's this girl?" But that's kind of what happened with Brandon Rafi. They're like, "Who's this guy?" And then he just became a whole brand. So it works out. It works. I'm gonna take a page out of his book. Shoot.
Yeah, it's funny because I was getting some feedback in Colorado, and I was like, have you seen the billboards? They're like, yeah. Everyone was saying the same thing. They're like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And I was telling them how we're trying to recreate the same thing that we did in Arizona over there, and how challenging it is. And I'm like, dude, but I feel like the way that we came in, and a lot of people in Colorado they're not used to people coming in, donating money and doing like a big thing like that. So I think we're starting off on the right foot.
And you guys already have a basis. I mean, you guys started here. So now if you're going to expand, it's like, okay, we kind of know the game plan, what we can improve, what we can keep the same. So I feel like that helps too.
Yeah. And then we're going to continue trailblazing because I know a lot of people out there copy us. But
I like the continue trailblazing. I like that.
Yeah. We're gonna set the standard. But no, I just wanted to appreciate you for coming along and joining the podcast. Maybe you can send an invitation to me to go over there.
Absolutely. Come on down.
I think it would be good practice for me.
Yeah. No promise on what gets talked about, because anything is free game at that point. So just be comfortable with whatever, because that's what I had to learn to be. So vulnerable.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think it'd be good.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We have fun. It's literally what we do in the studio with the mics off. We just turn them on and it's just roasting each other, making jokes, all those things. Unless it's a serious topic, then we know how to pivot. But no, we have fun. So you should definitely come back and hang out with us.
100%.
But thanks for having me.
Self-invited myself, by the way. Now, when's your next live?
Okay, so we don't really have any dates locked in yet, but I will say possibly, I wouldn't quote me on this, possibly towards the end of the summer, and then we are shooting for around the holidays again. So I don't have any, even if I did, I don't have any dates locked in. I have no idea. So I wish I could promote it, but we don't have anything locked in just yet.
Well, if you guys want to tune in, The Morning Mess in the morning. Yes. Get all your updates from them. And of course, follow Sienna. We're going to put your ad name. Logan's going to put it somewhere around here.
Somewhere, yes. At Sienna _ the little line _ Villa. Villa. So
make sure you guys go follow her, and also go follow Ivan. Might as well while you're at it.
I know his Instagram handle's kind of difficult. We might need to change that. It's Ivancior.
It's like R something Ivan. I don't know. I just put IV and it pops up.
Yeah, it's IVANCIOR, and I think there's an underscore at the end. I don't have it memorized. We need to fix that for branding purposes.
He's a local celebrity out here. So
don't hype him up like that. He's gonna see this and his head's gonna.
I always hype him up. That's my guy.
This is the problem. But it's okay. I love him too.
All right. I'll stop hyping Ivan up.
No, it's okay.
On that note, you guys, make sure you guys go like, subscribe, follow Sienna, and then go follow The Morning Mess. And then we'll catch you guys out on the next one.